Hey everyone, Shawn Clement here from the Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center, headquarters for Wisdom in Golf. And we're doing a video analysis here with Jens. So the first thing, if we look at the grip portion of that setup, you'll see the grip is just a little bit on the weak side, meaning the grip club face relationship's not closed enough. I love the width of the stance and how the feet are slightly toed open. And the head is slightly behind the ball, so that looks pretty good. So now if we put this into motion, so notice as he takes back, the turn of the body is not bad. So you got that, the hips are turning, the knees are turning nicely, but the head is starting to move a little bit too far away from it. Right? So notice. See how the head moves back a little bit, and it moves a little downwards. So what happens now is he gets stuck on that right side, and then as he's coming down, notice how he's still on the right side, still on the right side, still on the right side. And because that grip is too weak, he's got to reach back to square it up, and you can see how that ball flight's going to be a little high. So I'm sure he tends to hit the ball a little shorter than he wants to, and he hits it a little too high. And then notice how his feet are spinning out. That's because from here, because his right side is still in contact with the ground, the pressure's on the right side. The left side has no pressure, no grounding, and then what happens is he'll tend to spin out. So let's address all that stuff in one smooth motion here. We look at the relationship between the arm swing and the body turn first and foremost, okay? So Jens has a tendency to pull the club too far to the inside. You'll notice this, Matt's going to put the rear view of his driver right now, and you see how he's taking it away way inside. The arms get stuck behind him, and as the arms get too far behind him, he has a tendency to dip a little forward. That's why you see that little dip forward. So the arms are crashing as he's turning, right? And then he comes down and back, and then he's got to scramble from there. So the relationship between the arm swing and the body turn isn't there. He hasn't experienced that yet. So the first thing we got to do is perform the task of arm swing versus body turn. That's the name of the video. So hold the arm out to your side, let it fall, bend forward, hold the arm out to your side, let it fall, and don't let it hit you. So notice how I'm allowing the arm to pass by my body. Everything is swinging freely in that direction. Do the same thing with the left arm going into the backswing. Let it fall. Don't let it hit me. Okay? So from this angle, let it fall. Don't let it hit me. So as I allow the body to swing out of the way, my arm is swinging past my body. Notice that the arm is coming towards you. So if I had a ball in my hand and I wanted to toss the ball in your direction, this is what it would look like, wouldn't it? So if I do that, the ball's going through my garage door over here. So I allow the ball to come to you, and I'm doing the same thing with the right. I'm allowing that to go in the opposite direction. So if you look at my battering ram video, nice posture. I'm allowing that battering ram to swing freely down range. So this is the posture I'm looking for. Or when you perform the task with the kettlebell is moving in each direction. So you notice I can toss it to you, and I can toss it away from you. So now, when you factor in the arm unit with the golf club, so tossing it to you, so now the trailing arm, the right arm, is going to have to fold. So as it folds, notice how it rotates the forearms. And there it is. Now I got my nice hinge. So take away, fold, hinge. Now my arms are in front of me. They can swing freely downrange in that direction. So what we're looking for is being able to cut grass in both directions. So we can start off with feet together to keep you nice and centered. And we just allow the arms to pass by. Out of the way. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. And you feel how the turn of the body The butt is pivoting out of the way in both directions, counterbalancing each swing. So same thing in this direction. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. So now I've got that relationship of my arm swing versus body turn. Now we can take a walk. So Jens, what happens, you notice how as you get to the top of the swing, everything gets stuck on the right side. So if you go to my video entitled Downswing, Best Downswing Weight Shift, it shows you how the weight actually shifts in the swing. It shifts from inside right back to the left, so that now the whole downswing revolves around the inside of your forward foot. This is how we get a pure kinetic sequence. So if I'm throwing a baseball, first thing, everything goes onto that forward leg. The brain needs to use the ground now with the forward leg to remove the body out of the way, so I can direct my energy to the target. So we need the retraction. So my left foot gets the ground and then uses the ground to get me out of the way. That's when you'll see your left foot just stay grounded big time and not move around and not slide around and not spin out. So how do we achieve an effortless sequence like that? We take a walk while swinging back and through. So your first priority, allow the arms to swing out of the way, out of the way. And then once you feel how you are not guiding the arms and you're letting the arms swing freely just by pure gravity, your brain can now predict when to step. So we call it the elephant walk. The head of the elephant, the arms, which would, compose the trunk of the elephant. There's your front legs of the elephant. So as the trunk swings in that direction, it unweights the trail leg, and now you can take a step. And then the arms can now swing around a very steady post. Now it unweights the front leg, the forward leg. Now I can take a step. Swing, step, swing, step, swing. Step, swing, step, swing. Step, swing, step, swing. So notice when I walked through the ball, there was no need for my brain to try and find the ball. It saw. So when you perform that task, do so with your eyes staying on the ground. So if you look at my eyes here as I swing, watch the very tight rows I'm able to cut. So let it swing. So I can see exactly where gravity wants to make the club pass. So my brain knows exactly how far to step to create the very next width of that row. Okay? So as I'm performing that task, the brain knows how to organize with a little bit of practice. You let it swing, and the brain knows how to organize, not trying to find the ball. So it knows exactly how far to step to allow the arm club unit to swing through the dandelion stem, right? So you go from cutting rows to cutting tees to cutting golf balls, cutting through golf balls sitting on those tees. Now all of a sudden, you have an arm club unit that is properly timed, and you will experience very, very much a different task through the ball. Now, what's going to make this properly work is the fact that you've got a really solid grip. Now, I just got my hockey stick here. Hang on. So, understand why there's a curve in this hockey stick. You see the curve on this blade here? So that when I collect the ball, when I take my hockey stick, I'm going to take the ball from here and send it over there. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to bring it back, and notice how I'm covering that ball, and when my hands move forward, I don't lose the ball. So I can collect the ball here and release the ball there. So if the face was straight, see, when I move my hands forward, I won't lose the puck. The blade is there to hold that puck into place, and then I can sling it out to my target. So I'm a little awkward from that side because I play hockey from the left side. And now, if we do the same thing, you need a closed face on that club. You need a strong grip. So if I take your neutral grip and I close the face, and then I square it up, Well, notice how my right hand is a little more under the club. See that? My left hand's a little bit more on top. So you can go with this if you want to, or you can stay with this. What you'll notice is when you take it into the backswing, take away, fold hinge, target, target, target. So notice how my hands are coming through first. The handle comes through first, and then the club comes down. So notice how the face of the club is no longer closed now. It's approaching the ball very much open. It collects the ball here and releases the ball out there. So whether I approach the ball this way or this way doesn't make any difference. My grip-club relationship is the same. So I can do this. See how close that is? And when I get behind the ball, notice how the face opens up. So I am now in my perpetual motion, my elephant walk. I'm in my follow-through. I'm in my backswing. I'm in my follow-through. So now it feels like I can swing freely in that direction without having to reach back. Because if my club face was too open and I move my hands forward, I'm going to have to reach back to square it up. That's why you see your hands do this in the downswing, okay? Because your grip-club relationship is still much too open. All right? So you have your priorities. Get to work, and let's see it in a couple of months when you've worked on this and you've really massaged it into your system. Okay? All the best.
For a chance to win your very own swing analysis, go ahead and share this on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter for your chance to win.